Well, here she is. New project, something I've always wanted, somewhat. It's a 99 Impreza Outback Sport. So these were essentially little lifted Outbacks kind of before they, separated from the Legacy and the Outback. Kind of somewhat similar to what a Crosstrek would be now. Picked it up for a decent price. It's got like 240-something thousand miles. Drives pretty well. It needs new tires. Those are pretty worn, so it needs new tires. Needs to get balance. It's got a little bit of a wobble at the top end. It does have the, I guess this is either the Outback Sport hood or an RS hood. You can see there's different colors. Tint's peeling off, so that's going to come off. Interior is really dirty, so that's going to be the first big thing I do. Clean that, clean the interior, clean the outside. It doesn't have AC. And of course, this is the 2.2 single overhead cam motor. Let's see if I can open this up. Nothing to write home about, but again, I'm going to clean all this shit up because it's dirty. That doesn't have a bracket. That needs a bracket. It does have ABS. I thought it did not. But these models also were... so it is all-wheel drive, but it does have disc in the front, but it has drums in the rear. Not too excited about that. Thanks, Ben. Ben had to go take me to get this beautiful thing. Bonus, of course, the hood and the trunk. My hands are dirty, so I'm not going to grab it. It came with a crossbow. You can see that. It has, somebody had put a Primitive Racing skid plate on it. So, I mean, that's probably a third the price of this vehicle. So I'm pretty stoked on that. I needed a few things. I went ahead and ordered brakes for the front and rear. That'll get done. It is going to need again, new tires. Suspension I'm going to have to address. But I'm trying to do this all on the cheap. So, of course, I've got all my extra parts. So, wheels, I've got either the Legacy GT Snowflake wheels, or I'm going to put my not Pro Drives, but my Speed Lines on there. So I've got an exhaust still from the first gen Legacy, so I'm going to throw that on. I just got to go and get it out of storage. Oh, fuck. Set you down real quick. So give a gander of what this is going to look like. Something to that effect. I think that's what I'm going to do. I've got some old Hello 500s that I'll probably throw on it. Other than that, I'm not really going to do much. I'm not going to do any engine work, transmission work. I do want to convert it to disc in the rear though, so I did find an RS that's just a shell, rolling shell. So I'll try and do that. No rust from being in North Carolina. There's no bubbling right there. I don't see anything. It looks pretty good. I mean, I'll wash all that out. I don't see anything right now. It could be, underneath. But so far, so good. I mean, a little blemish down there and whatnot, but I could probably pull that out. Other than that, it's a good starter. So go ahead and wash it out, inside and out. Probably do an oil change. I bought some oil, Rotel. I'm just going to throw T5 in it. I've got filters, throw that on there. Yeah, just do a little quick maintenance stuff that's cheap, and then she should be good to go for now. But yeah, stay tuned. So I was looking through the camera and realized I never gave an update on the wagon, so I'm going to go ahead and do that now. So I guess in the video you'll probably see maybe a part one, or it'll just be together. But, so, this is what she's looking like now. Well, actually it's a he. Girlfriend named him Fred. So I got those new tires, just nothing crazy, factory style tires. Went ahead and took the hubcaps on. I didn't like the look. Just went ahead and plasti dipped these, and then just got some new lug nuts. Looks a hell of a lot better than the rust that was on there. And I was able to pick up some used Forester suspension, which is already what was on it, which is why it was lifted. And there's still a lot of body roll, as you can see, but when you're going down the highway and stuff, or trying to turn, you're not bouncing off the road because they're completely blown. So that was good. I did replace the front and rear brakes, so that's done. These are still drums, unfortunately. I haven't gotten a chance to swap out the mufflers yet. I took a majority of the tint off in the back. On the sides, I still got to do the front and the rear here, and then I'll get it retinted from the shop that I work at. I'm going to build a little wood piece back here, so this has a nice place to sit, but I just added a little converter or inverter, so we've got that going on. Nothing too crazy. I did pick up the wings for the hatch. I don't know if I'm going to put them on because I'll have to drill, so I'm trying to find a hatch that already has the wings on there. I did have to replace a rear tail light because the turn signal was bad. So that's fixed. You can see we got the roof rack with the can on there. I picked this up used. And then I went ahead and bought a cheap light bar. One of my favorite features about that is I just took out the original antenna, was able to gut it and use that to put the wiring in there. So I think it's a very clean install. And of course you've got connectors. I think what I'm going to come back and do is I've got a little ammo can. I think I'll just mount it here, and then I'll put 2 holes so I can put this inside so it's kind of out of the elements, and then it gives you a little extra storage space. So I'll seal that all up and make it so you can't take it off. Yes, so in here it's clean. Last time you saw it was really freaking dirty, so it's cleaned up pretty nicely. I've washed it a couple times. Not washed the inside, but vacuumed it out. I did steam clean it. So I added the factory switches for the fog lights and the light bar. Added some pieces from, extra pieces that I had. So we got that going on. Had a little radio. Replaced this piece so it's not cracked. Then I've got some Subaru floor mats that I picked up for cheap. They were brand new, so that was sweet. Ooh, installed that. So still got this crappy hood, but added my nice FHI carbon bar on here. Wasn't really necessary, but whatever. Extra pieces. Gotta have the Hellas. And then I redid the headlight wiring because it was all messed up. Then I bought the Subaru bracket, so this is all tied down. Other stuff I did was just basic maintenance, brake fluid, the brakes, new radiator, new thermostat, all new Subaru coolant, all new diff, transmission fluid, did the valve cover gasket, spark plugs, and that's about it. So she's ready to roll. She's been good so far. Driven her to Greenville, Atlanta, everywhere. She doesn't care. But that's what she's looking like now. All right.